Alright, boys and girls, welcome back to the Acer Team Story Cup. Get your bets in now while you can. Fnatic versus Invictus Gaming closes after this match concludes. Not the series, but the bets for the series. It's a best of 9 between these two teams, and the score currently 1-0 in the favor of Empire Fnatic over Invictus Gaming. Although I'm not going to lie, until they play Empire's Happy, I'm not going to call them anything but Fnatic, because it's basically Fnatic plus 1. At any rate, spawning here in the top left corner of the map, just a game number 1, also known as Ignite, but it's the red Protoss player Pink. Well, that's confusing.
And in the bottom left, we have our blue Terran player losing to Mana yesterday in a TVP. Let's see if he can bring it home today. It is Invictus Gaming's XY.
So, I want to just talk about XY a little bit here, guys. He's not a player we see prominently, but he is one of the better Terrans in China. I feel strongly saying that. Now, granted, I don't cast a lot of the Chinese events, but when I've seen XY play, even when he loses, the one thing I really respect about this guy is his build orders are usually crisp. You don't see him heavily supply blocked, and I gotta be honest, I think Terran is the worst race, the most guilty, the most notorious at getting supply blocked. XY actually does a pretty good job of handling that. So it's these small little things that really set him out as a good player. But again, like, while I think he could beat Protoss, I don't know how he'll fare here against Pink.
Yeah, we'll have to see. He did go for that SCV pull versus Mana, but versus Mana he also fell a bit behind, if I recall correctly. Like, that Oracle did like quite a lot of damage, so maybe he wasn't in the best of position because of that. So, you know, if Pink can't do that same amount of damage that Mana did, you know, we might see a different outcome. And we see XY going for the CC first, just like he did versus Mana on King Sejong Station yesterday.
Well, on this one it makes a little more sense. So you get that sort of blind opening, you know, don't know where your opponent is. Probably not going to proxy Stargate. In fact, we are seeing a lot more proxy start coming down in the middle of the map because players are just getting fed up with scouting, which I find hilarious.
Yeah, I was actually just gonna bring that up, because if we look at the base of Ping, he's mining on 3 workers per gas really early, and the Cybercore just went down, and he sent out a 13 scout, so...
Well, before you get too excited about anything else, let's not forget, this is Frost. This is a good map for Blink. Double gas this early is more likely than not gonna be that Twilight Council.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking though about, about the 13 scouts, because then, now he found that he knows his opponent is in the bottom left.
Oh,
so,
you know what,
like,
I think you're right.
Blink, he might have not sent out that quick probe otherwise.
Well, he needs the 3rd pylon soon. If he doesn't throw it at home, he's definitely gonna put it down somewhere else on the map.
But when he just hit there, because I think he bumped into that SCV, and then he hit the probe, and now he's going back up here. So yeah, he might just throw down this target here. He's got a lot of money though. Okay, he's gonna throw down the Nexus first, off of 2 pylons, yeah, and then.
Yeah, I don't know. He's delaying it a little bit. I mean, going for the Nexus earlier is fine, but this kind of takes away the power of a proxy Stargate if that was going to be the choice. And by going for the Nexus like this, you can do a 2-base blink all-in still. But I gotta say, like, honestly, I'm smelling not a Stargate. It's gonna be. I'm thinking it's gonna be the Twilight Council down here.
Yeah, okay. It's gonna be Dark Shrine, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Because he just made the Twilight in his main, so he might just make a Dark Shrine in the bottom right after that.
How sick would this be if Pink let him false scout blink, like start researching it, cancel it, type thing?
Yeah, he could do something like that. I was getting a bit worried for XY before, because yesterday versus Mana, we saw him like not. Did he scout? He's scouting now, but versus Mana, he had like all of his Marines at his natural. Like, he didn't park the Marines in his main at all, like throughout any period of time in the game. So I feel like his build order is kind of exposed to an Oracle in the main base, but
well, I feel
he's
like
not gonna be up against that. So
when you look what XY scouted, he never actually got to the main. So it really sucks is he doesn't know whether it was 2 or 3 pylons. He has no excuse to be looking around for that proxy. And oh, it's Marine. You know what he's checking for though? He's not checking for a proxy down here, but he is rallied towards it. So he's gonna accidentally happen upon this. That's gonna be a bit awkward.
Going all the way up there.
I like that. Here's the thing though, right? Like, this isn't like, oh my god, XY's a map hacker. This is a really smart move, because he saw the probe, as you pointed out earlier, and that probe never came to his base. Oh my god, is he seriously? He sees it. No. Oh no!
Oh,
how does he not see it? Oh my god! No! Oh my god, this is gonna... Oh,
That is so painful because it's such a nice move to go there and scout, and then he. Oh my god.
everyone get some tissues ready because XY's gonna need them. He's gonna be crying. But actually, you know what?
Oh.
You know what? I think Pink thinks he got scouted. I only say that because he swapped over to get a Robo-Bay behind this.
Well.
No,
I mean,
actually, this could just be a follow-up. So yeah, I take that back.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna.
Oh my god,
He's gonna want to transition into something, yeah. So.
Oh my god, though, Namshar.
Yeah.
Now, okay, the natural base is actually covered. There's that paranoia turret every Terran player puts down. This is great for catching observers. It's in the position in which it is in case of DTs. But there's nothing. Nothing in the main.
Did you see the War Prism? He's got the Marine right there. Did you see
Oh my god, no, he doesn't! He might
Oh.
Oh my god. This is so painful.
Oh.
XY.
Wow. Yeah, the Marines are moving. He's moving out. Oh no.
Okay, how do we define, like, XY needs glasses, I think, is the only way I would describe this. He's always just barely unable to see what's going on. Main's gonna get dropped here, too. He's trying to build a turret. He does not have any scan energy for a scan right now, guys. He's good to buy the time.
Walk into turret range, though, in the natural, so at least he didn't have to scan there. That's fortunate for him.
Nice weapon of more DTs to the main. Okay, so he takes out the War Prism, which is really nice. Good start. Turret does finish up, so it doesn't need scans. And actually holds against this pretty well. This should have... You know, in all intents and purposes, like, for everything that's gone in this game, that should have absolutely wrecked XY. Can we give XY a bit of props? Like, he didn't see it coming barely twice. He was moving out at the time of arrival. This should have gone much worse for him. But he kept the cool head, he threw down the turret, he split his army up perfectly. I gotta say, good job. And behind this for Pink, it doesn't exactly set him behind, but it does put him in a dangerous spot because he doesn't have any defense until that Colossus is out. And even when it is out, it's won without extended thermal lance.
Yeah, and I mean, because he invested in that Dark Templar tech so early, like this Colossus, I mean, it's kind of late. Like, we have Medivacs on the way already, so he's gonna be able to get maybe 4 Medivacs and then Vikings and still be fine, so... I kind of like XY's position after that. He didn't take that much damage. Resources lost, Pink or Ignite lost.
It's
450 more minerals, so...
I mean, the way this works is, it's not that he's necessarily behind her head, but it's just he's got less on the field is the thing. Given enough time, Pink gets a good enough army that actually beats this. Now, he does beat out one overcharge right away. There's a second one available, though.
Yeah. And XY is going up to 6 barracks, actually, so this is going to be some strong 2-base pressure. He's not going to make that third anytime soon. It seems he's got some money now, though, so he might just make it. Yeah, okay. He just made 6 barracks before it.
Okay, because Shell's finishing up here in a second's time, this drop will unfortunately be scattered pretty quickly. Snipes the pylon though, baits out that second overcharge, so now the natural, as soon as that runs out, will be perfectly fine for ripe for the pickings, so to speak. But, you know, XY's posturing for a long time right now, and his time's kind of expiring too. Thermal Lance is on the way, second Colossus is about to be out.
Yeah.
And the thing is, let's not forget, there's still going to be the potential of warping in like 1 or 2 DTs on the defensive. It sounds silly, guys, but Terran players at this point, very notorious for just muling like crazy, not having energy for scans because, you know, you've got turrets at home. Who needs to save the energy?
Yeah, that's always... Dark Shyness is always such a nice thing to have.
Oh, that was awkward.
And Pink's actually floating Chrono Boost energy, and it's not okay, he does use it now. He's floating energy there for a while. A bit unfortunate. But, gonna go for the drop. Oh, careful.
Nah, this stock is here waiting now. Poor Moon's gonna die.
So yeah, XY is gonna have to back up and kind of regroup and get some Vikings out before...
Oh my god, does he not have the double starport? No, he doesn't have the double starport yet. This is gonna suck. Second one's on the way, but...
Medivacs.
Well, I mean, he's only got 4. It's kind of the magic number.
Okay.
Like,
I thought that was 6. Yeah, 4 is fine, yeah.
Yeah, 4's where you go first, then the Vikings immediately after. But this is kind of interesting. I've not ever seen anyone wall the top of the ramp down here on the 3rd base. It's usually at the bottom or connecting to that other ramp. I've never seen depots up here, but DT is going to get over here, and that's going to be a bit of a nuisance.
Yeah, indeed. That's kind of weird, because, you know, if he wants to repair the depots or something, it's going to be like... Take him a bit longer to get to the depot, so it's a bit weird, but... Some nice harassment there by Pink. That was a fresh mule not doing anything right now, so that's kind of painful.
Yeah. And has to burn a scan for the DT, so double the pain, but Yeah, again, like, I like that XY's trying to find a position to engage. He needs to start sniping off these observers, though. It sounds weird to prioritize that over anything else, but it's because of the observers that Pink knows where to be at every second for these engagements. The reason he's not being caught off guard in the middle of nowhere. And with extended thermal lines of these force fields, XY is losing so much of his army. He's kiting over here on the left side, but he needs to be paying attention to these poor Marauders on the bottom. He just lost like 10 Marauders underneath this.
I'm not sure I like this. It's like kind of working out, but still kind of not, because all the Colossus stayed alive.
He's got zealots. I mean, that's the big thing. Oh, you know what, though?
One sentry for entire. One Viking.
That's actually quite a big deal. But I was gonna play. Look at this. We actually don't have upgrades for Pink. I never caught that to this point. Normally he's on 2-2. He's on his way to 3-3, and XY is also not doing the greatest in upgrades. Only on 1-1 himself, but usually upgrades are a much bigger factor in this this matchup at this point.
Yeah, indeed. I was about to bring that up as well. Usually, yeah, as you said, the Protoss wants to be in a good position upgrade by wise. But yeah, he did throw down that double forge. Now a bit late, but I mean, I guess that was a result, of his opener, investing in that Dark Shrine and the fast Twilight, and then he had to get the Colossal attack as well, and everything just came at a cost of his upgrades.
So here's kind of what I think should have happened in that engagement too, just kind of rewinding it for a sec, guys. Like, I know the Marauders were here. They actually did serve a very important purpose, where I think 3 of the Colossus were shooting them instead of chasing the bio that was stimming and kiting over here. But if they had just gone northwards and sniped off this third, I think that would have been far more worthwhile for that engagement.
Yeah, but I mean, Pink's army is looking.
Oh, that Colossus is gonna go down so quickly. Look how many Marauders are here.
Yeah.
He's gonna kite everything else on the ground, and as soon as the Zealots finally get weeded out, these Stalkers don't stand a chance. Marauders are too damn good versus Stalkers. The only thing they fear are the Zealots, and they just kite them away. Concussive Shell's going to town.
Yeah, only Stalkers versus
the DT.
One Dark Templar. Ooh, Stalkers move commanding into the army there, and that's gonna be disastrous.
Oh my god, I've never seen such a Marauder heavy composition. Normally it's like 1,000 Marines littered into this, but it's just the Marauders at this point. I think it's like 2 Marines in this mix. Is he gonna get the base? This is looking pretty bad for Pink. GG!
Yeah. Alright, nicely done.
Like I said, I could definitely see XY taking a game for his protest. It's gonna be a little bit shaky versus Pink, but man, those 2 painful miscouts, the Warp Prism, the Dark Shrine.
Yeah.
It still manages to win. Gotta give him credit.